Yeah, you have to excuse it. Right now I'm not talking because I'm smashing down a gyro. All right. Back in a moment. That was a spicy gyro. See, this guy's sitting here with his turn signal on. There are two people with their turn signal on. You can make a left turn on red when you're going from a one-way to a one-way. There's a lot of drivers that I don't think understand the concept of you can turn on red, because they don't know when all you can turn on red. They just assume that you can't, so they don't. Then you got people like this guy who's driving in the parking lane rather than the driving lane. Now, see, this was all just stupid. That guy in the black truck was just slowing everybody down. And I don't know why in the fuck people think that's the thing to do. If there is somebody behind you, look, let's say you're driving in a 35 mile an hour zone. And you look down and realize that you're traveling 25 miles an hour. And there's some guy who is right up on your ass. Has been for a little bit. If you're one of those assholes who decides to slow down even further, I think you should be off the fucking roadway. The reason somebody is up your ass, trying to encourage you to go faster. I'm not saying it's a good thing or whatever. In most cases, trying to force others to follow the rules is actually against the rules. Like if someone is close to your ass end, hitting your brakes suddenly so that they have to stop suddenly, brake checking, is actually illegal. It's against the law. And you're trying to cause an accident. I don't want to get behind this guy who is actively driving slower than the rest of traffic around him. And the speed limit is 25 through here. It's a major roadway. Driving intentionally slower than the rest of the traffic is an asshole move. Stopping at an intersection where there is no stop sign to let other cars go, that's dumb too. What are we doing? Either pull over or do something, man. Don't just sit in the middle of the roadway. Shit's how I got into an accident last night. Some guy stopped in the middle of the fucking road. Alright, I'm going to stop and dial a phone number for a minute. So that I'm not trying to drive and dial numbers, because these people that I work with have absolutely terrible handwriting. Hi, this is Michael from Apollo's. Not yet. That's actually, I was just calling to double check which entrance you wanted because they didn't write it on the ticket. Gotcha. I'll be at that door right there by the elevator in about 20 seconds. Alright, Lee. Alright. And now back to the shop. The downside of recording with these things is that, frankly, the image is distorted. Not a lot. I mean, you still got all the normal imaging, and you can see it pretty clearly. But viewing it through the window distorts the image just slightly. Distances are off. There's frequently, like I noticed it with my buddy when he was driving me home. It looked a lot like he was getting closer to other vehicles than he was. Any of these cameras makes it difficult to get an exact view of what's going on, unless you put it like up on the top of your car, you know, like just above your rear view mirror. That would be probably a good spot to stick a dash cam. A dash cam that's, you know, 2 feet above your dash. And that's because, you know, being at a higher angle, being elevated up, it would give you a better chance of seeing, you know, the distances between you and the other vehicles. Wow. The dude in the left lane there wouldn't know which lane he wanted. See, this is a perfect example. When there are rules, people don't like to follow them. The car that is currently sitting in the intersection, just pulling through now, you're not supposed to come to a stop in the intersection. That's against the rules. That guy right there in the Jeep that's backing up, you're not supposed to do that either. That also is against the rules. But the response you hear from a great many humans is, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then this is the reason why it's okay. And it's usually, it's alright, I didn't feel like following that rule. Or, you know, it's okay, don't worry about it, it's already over, it doesn't matter. It does matter. I got a ticket for the accident I got in last night. And I'm going to dispute it, because I dispute the facts as they're presented. So I'll contest it. Having a video of it makes it handy, or having a video of the event is handy. But if it turns out it's, you know, I am at fault, and I can accept that I'm at fault. But the way the rules appeared, no, that's not what happened. You know, if you watch the video, you can see that the guy in front of me, to put it bluntly, was slowing down and coming to a stop because he was annoyed at the guy behind him. You know, I can accept a small amount of didn't know where in the fuck he was going. But he was annoyed because the guy behind him flipped his headlights on when he slowed down to below 20 miles an hour earlier in the street. I was watching him because he's a vehicle in the roadway going the same direction as me. Like that guy. I saw that guy trying to pull out too. If he'd have pulled out further, I'd have stopped, let him go, you know, not try to smash into him. Aww, my sticky thing came off. I have to fix that. Alrighty.